Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Chris Wilson from St. Andrew Christian Church, here to talk about my sermon this coming Sunday. I have been in the midst of a unique Lenten series called Lent with Lasso. Yes, Ted Lasso. And using that particular series of episodes over 3 seasons to pull out from that series particular themes or words that help us reflect during this Lenten season. And this particular week, and I've each week I've kind of named a gift that Lasso has given to us. Oftentimes in Lent we're you know refraining from doing things or giving up something, and kind of doing the opposite with Lent this year with this particular series is gifts that are given to us in the season of Lent rather than foregoing things. In this particular week, we are reflecting on the gift of forgiveness. Probably a word that's one of the most difficult words for us to navigate. Uh, it's a word we say a lot in the church, but it's also probably the hardest thing to do in our daily life when it comes to relationships. Relationships are complex, and we as humans many times say the wrong things, or we treat people in ways that are not healthy or helpful in particular ways. We do a lot of damage of relationships through the years. And so the role of forgiveness becomes really hard when you're trying to navigate through, and we don't want to forget what happens. We don't want to give permission for someone's behavior to say it's okay to behave and act in a certain way. And forgiveness is one of those unique gifts I think we have to reflect differently about how to work through those difficulties in our life. In the series of Ted Lasso over the 3 seasons, there are numerous characters that go through periods of broken relationships or saying things that they didn't want to say. There's numerous places where characters have to find ways to create healing, and forgiveness is, and for many of those characters, the step they take to go through a path of healing and moving forward. And so this Sunday, we'll reflect on several of those key moments in that 3 season series in which forgiveness becomes a gift for those individuals of moving forward. As again, I would say forgiveness is not about giving permission for someone's bad behavior. It's not about forgetting things. It's about something else. I remember growing up as a kid, uh, my dad and my mom saying to me, don't point your finger at someone. There's always 3 fingers pointing back at you. I used to always remember that. And it is reflective of the scripture text that is going to be kind of a grounding of this. And one of the pieces of the scripture from Luke says, get the log out of your own eye before you pull the speck out of your neighbor's eye. Is that so much in our relationships we have to work on some things internally ourselves before we are a judge of someone else. We have to be slow to judge. It's easy to judge someone else when we have our own things to work through. So we'll kind of explore this whole piece through Ted Lasso this week and through key characters throughout the seasons of that show. So I hope you join us on Sunday as we continue this unique Lenten series of Lent with Lasso. This week, the gift of forgiveness. So I hope you'll join us.